currently we have the planning and advisory meetings. This is slide 9. We have the superintendent because we need him here to provide the leadership of this program, organize it, and have somebody looking over us. We have the school nurse because we need to have people that are supporting the students and are well aware of this mental illnesses and they're educated to understand. Teaching staff because you are the eyes of the students. You will be there closest to the students, and the students more likely will come to you in case of them feeling depressed, not feeling well. Guidance counselor, again, because guidance counselors are there. Students will come up to them, speak to them, tell them about their problems currently, what is affecting them, things that might not be going well in their family. Parents, because we need to have as well eyes inside the schools and outside the schools. It's important that we have eyes on both ends. Sometimes you will not see it in schools, but they might be a change in how they come home. They might go to sleep early. They might have lack of appetite. They might not be behaving their normal selves, and parents are the ones that will understand my child is not acting the same as they usually do. School physicians, because they will be able to provide their medical expertise, do the correct referrals, have the educational knowledge needed. And lastly, the Mental Health Association of New Jersey, because outside sources will provide us with outside insights about different schools are providing this. Is there something different that we could do? Is there something that we're not doing correctly? Is there something that they have learned that could affect us better and improve our outcome, which is our number one thing here. We want the best outcome for our students. Slide number 10. These are going to be the 3 following strategies I'm taking on in this program. I'm looking for activity 1. The strategy 1 is educating our students. The best way to prevent is by educating. So we need to educate our students. We need to hold mental health presentations, whether it's in their gym class, whether it's in their health class, whether it's maybe a quick conversation the teachers have been able to bring into their current topic that they're teaching. Activity 2 is having outside speakers, because it brings an outside perspective into these disorders. If we bring somebody that might have suffered from mental illness and is now saying we need to fight this, it gives them the perspective of I'm not the only one. And lastly, raising awareness on Mental Health Month. So right now, if we're outside, we could see a lot of pink ribbons. They're bringing up attention. Everybody's understanding, oh, this is for mammograms. We want the same thing here. We need to bring attention to Mental Health Month. Many of us have not even heard this. So it's something that we have to bring up. Educating staff. So this is my slide number 11. This is strategy 2. Because not only are we going to educate students, we have to educate staff. We need to educate them not on what mental illness is and how to seek help. We need to educate them the supplies that they need to combat to help. If a student comes up to them, what can I do? They have to guide them the correct way. As well as watching out. They need to watch out. Oh, the student used to be a straight A student. Suddenly their grades are deteriorating. Something's not going right with them. Or they were a regular student in class. Suddenly I'm seeing them skip class. They're looking depressed. They're sleeping in class. Things that we're going to be monitoring for. We need to set up and announce clear goals. This is important because when we do, we might have one goal written in paper. However, we need to come to an agreement. These are our goals. We understand the set goal. This is what we're trying to achieve. When we all are on the same page, we're more likely to have these goals achieved together. Provide handouts of warning signs for early detections. we are not all educated, and we need to be aware of what are the signs, and we need to have this handy. Number 4, allow feedback from staff. So I will allow you to judge how the program's going. Do you see improvement? Developing, and this is slide 12, strategy 3, developing well-trained workforce to address the needs of the students. So we need to have mandated in-service, we need to have guest speakers to provide outside information, and we need to allow for role-playing to learn how to address the needs. A teacher on teacher. One teacher could pretend to be the student, one teacher could pretend to be the staff member, and see how they could talk to students. It's when a student comes up to you, it's not going to be easy. So it's something we're going to have to practice, whether you're practicing at home in the mirror or you're practicing amongst another member of the school. This is slide number 13. This is the timeline. I'm hoping to start this program in August and end it in June. Now, it leaves for flexibility amongst it. However, in case of snow days, there needs to be adjustments to it. When this is going to be our first time in the program, there might be changes to it, but hopefully we could achieve the best outcome with this timeline. Following year, if there's any changes that we could provide, we will provide it to accommodate the best timeline. At the end of this presentation, I will provide you guys with a hand copy with the timelines and better description of it. This is our budgeting. I'm looking at 3 grants, a fundraiser, and some money from the Board of Education. The fundraisers will be the students. They could do selling cookies, car washes, and the grants will be written in, and it depending on how much they provide for us, we will accommodate this program. This is slide 15. This is planning. The process of evaluation is going to be conducting a survey to see how many students are exhibiting signs and symptoms and how many are receiving care. This is slide 16. The impact evaluation will be conducting pre and post to see the difference of knowledge, conducting an exit ticket to have a understanding of what you guys think of the program, and the outcome evaluation will be at the end of the program. This will tell us if we will redo the program and to see if there's been an increase of seeking help from students. This is slide 17. These are my references where I received everything. This is the end of my presentation. I want to leave open if anybody has any questions.
At the beginning of your presentation, I heard that you said that mental illness is most common in twins. Why is that?
The problem is it's genetics. It's, as I stated, it's biological. Now, this is something that I'll have a specialist come in and speak to us about, hopefully. However, from my understanding, it has to do a lot with cellular development. They come from the same egg and they split. And this is why it's more common.
Now, the hotlines, is there any hotlines that they could call in the school? Do they have these out